Good morning, everyone. It's James here from Yati Yoga, and I'm just here today to give you a few hip exercises or hip stretches that you can do before you start any sport or any fitness workout. So for the first one, what we're going to do, you can just have your hands on your hips or lift one arm up and just lean right over to one side, pushing your hips to the left as you bend to the right, and then bringing them on over for a little bit more. You'll do that on the opposite side. Same thing goes, leaning right over. And I want you to do this one 2 to 3 times either side. Again, trying to get a little bit further every time. One more time, or second time to the left. And then we'll go one more to the right. Again, trying to get your furthest now. Our last one to the left. Okay, perfect. Second one that you're going to do is just some leg kicks. So you can either hold on to something if you need to, but otherwise you're just kicking that leg up, nice and steady, works on your balance too. You want about 10 to 15 kicks either leg. And then same on the opposite. The more that you do of this, the more control, the more balance you have. Just to get some movement into that hip. And 10. The hips are ball and socket joints, so not only do you want to go up and down, but you want to go left and right. So same thing goes, balance on one leg, and now bringing that other leg in front, across the body as high as you can get it, and then across the other side. Again, just trying to get your balance. If you had something to hold on to, just as good. 10 either side. Like so. And we'll do the left leg now, opposite leg. So get your balance on your right leg, and again, across the body to the front. After a few times, you start to get the hang of it. Again, great for your balance. Okay, so they're the first two. We're gonna move on to the floor for the next one. We're gonna come into your bottom. Very simple. You're gonna lean back, hands on the floor, bring your feet to the mat, and you're just trying to get both knees to the ground. So both knees onto the ground, and then alternate to the opposite side. Just get a really nice twist and opening happening. And you want to go, 10 times either side, just to really start to get that hip movement. If you can't get all the way down to the ground, that's fine. You go to where you can, and over time, your range is going to improve more and more. So just again, keep a couple more either side. So we did our side bends, we did our front and side kicks, and now we're just doing our knee twists, floor to knee twists. Couple more. Last one. Great. Okay, next one that we're going to do, we're just going to do a deep squat and twist. So very simple. We're going to have our feet on the floor like so, feet on the floor, elbows. We're just going to twist side to side nice and slowly. Again, if you can't get your heels onto the ground, you can do it with elevated heels, and you're just going left and right, left and right. Just like so, trying to keep a straight spine. The next one you're going to do, you're going to come up and we're going to do a side lunge. So we're going to start with the legs wide. You want to try and come down to one side and see how low you can go. If you can't get all the way, that's fine, go to where you can. And then we're just going to bounce through to the opposite side. Again, heel can be up or down depending on your range of motion, and just going side to side, just to work through that hip, groin areas. Again, you want to be doing 10 either side, so 20 in total. It's about a 5-minute hip stretch. Really good work. Couple more. Okay, well done. Next one that we're going to do is a front lunge opening. So what we do, we have one foot is on the ground, opposite knee is on the ground. Your back foot, you can have your foot flat, so top of part of your foot flat on the ground. From here, our hips tend to naturally, if you want to see it side on, the hips tend to naturally just drop back. What you want to do first is engage those hips. Once they're engaged and you're holding that engagement, then you're going to bring your hips forward. You'll start to feel quite a stretch through that hip flexor. Remembering that when we're opening the hip, we don't want to just open the muscles on the side of the hip, but it's very important to open these hip flexors. These are the ones that get tight from sitting down a lot. Next step from here, if you want to increase this, is bring those arms up and back and start to lift your head up to really open the hip flexor. You'll start to feel a pinch even through the stomach. Again, we'll be here 45 seconds to really get some benefit from this. I'm going to do it like so. Okay, what we do on one side, we're doing the other. Flick that leg back. Again, hips drop back, engage them, turn them on, drive that hip forward. Start to feel that engagement now on the opposite side, hip flexor. Arms slowly come up, lift up, head up, roll the shoulders back, open up through that tummy and hip flexor, and then dropping it back. And the last one that I'm going to show you for today, we're going to come back onto the floor. You're going to lie down. You're going to bring your ankle to your knee. Your other foot can be flat on the ground. And you're just gently with your hand, you're just going to push that knee out. This is one way of doing it. The second way is just to bring that foot right onto the thigh, so the outer part of the foot right onto the thigh, to lift your hips up and to really try and bring this knee towards the ground, to really open that hip. Whilst you're here, your bottom's engaged, so you're actually working through your lower back and glutes as well. But it's more about opening this hip. That's what we're doing on this one. And then you can release it. Same on the other leg. The first one was foot on the ground, foot on the opposite knee, and pushing with your hand to open it up. Starting to feel a pinch through that inner leg. Again, if you want to make it a bit more severe, you can come up, bring that foot right onto the mat, and then really just try and bring that knee and open that hip up. Again, holding 30, 45 seconds, and then just release it. So there's some gentle, easy hip stretches. Try them out before your next session. Let me know how you go.